Standing on top of the picnic table, I got my bear spray out, I got the safety off, the wind's not really in my favor. He's just chomping away, he just stood up there a second ago. He's gorgeous, but there's other people coming here and the trail's pretty close. I don't want to get him trapped between me and someone else. Pretty freaky when he's, oh god. Yo bear, come on now. Alright, good day. It is July 9th, I believe. And tonight we are going out to Jaques Lake for the night. So we're starting at the south end of Medicine Lake on the Maligne Lake Road. And we are heading up to Jaques Lake. It's about 12 kilometers on mostly flat trail, so it's pretty easy going for the most part. There has been some work done on this trail. The creek changed course over the last few years and flooded out the trail pretty good, so pretty sure they did a bunch of work here last year, so we'll see what shape it's in here at the beginning to Beaver Lake, and then we'll hit Summit Lakes for a little break, and then finally our destination will be Jaques Lake today. Alright, well, let's do it. Away we go. So this is all new since I was here last. Let's see what kind of work they did. Alright, so 1.6 to Beaver Lake, just about 5k to Summit Lakes, and 12.2 to Jacques. Let's get going. Okay, so right off the bat, this trail climbs up a little bit from what it used to. Probably just staying above the creek and the flooding, so that's good. I've been out here a few times camping, because it's relatively close to town. It's not too bad for a early season hike as well, due to its elevation. And yeah, scenery of course. It's a scenic hike in up to Summit Lakes there, between the Collin Range and the Queen Elizabeth Ranges here. Should be a nice day. We finally hit some nice weather. Yesterday it got up to about 30 degrees. We've had a pretty wet and cold spring all the way through May and June, which is why I didn't get out quite as much as I wanted. But it's going to be nice to feel some heat for a change. We'll see what the bug situation will be like. So far so good, but something tells me there's going to be a big hatch of mosquitoes coming with this heat, so we'll see how that's going to play out. Okay, so just on this new section of trail here, it does climb up a little bit. I'm going to show you something here. Check out the burrows on these trees, on this tree here. That's really cool. Get out of the sun. Look at that. That is cool. Right on. Yeah, a lot of work done here on this new section of trail. Well done. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice warm day. I'm calling for sunshine of 30 degrees for the next few days, but we'll see. This valley, of course, this is the Maligne Valley that you drive up to get here, which has two big bodies of water, Maligne Lake and Medicine Lake, and they can create their own microclimate. So Maligne Valley has its own attitude. So sometimes the sun will be shining in Jasper and storming over here. So, but I don't think that'll be the case today, hopefully. There's a few clouds, but they're burning off. So this is so far so good here. Alright, so back on the old trail here along the creek. Very peaceful. So good job on that first section, avoiding the flooding. Beaver Lake just around the corner here. Already starting to warm up, but no mosquitoes yet, knock on wood. Okay, so this is Beaver Lake here. Nice little peaceful spot. Beauty. A lovely day. It's definitely fish in this water. Seeing them jump. Pretty cool. Yeah, nice. Yeah, definitely fish. I don't know if you could see that one in the water. Bunch of babies there. Maybe jumping today. Alright, just past Beaver Lake there, heading towards Summit Lakes, another couple of kilometers. Typical forest in this section here, mostly spruce. So the last few years basically I've been just doing overnighters for various reasons, but so I rate most of these hikes as overnighters, and this one I would rate quite high for an overnighter because access, the grade of the trail, which is generally flat, scenery's pretty good. The reward for effort is pretty high, I would say. Good early season, good for beginners, So a worthwhile overnight destination for sure. All right, about just been on the trail for over an hour here or so. Just taking a little break in the shade, having a quick bite to eat or a snack. Hot day, that's for sure. But a few mosquitoes, not too bad yet. But definitely be sweating by the time I get to the lake. But it's kind of nice after being so cold all winter. So as far as wildlife out here, this is a good place to see moose, especially at Jaques Lake. There's definitely there's some water plants that grow out here that they just love. So and I guess Jaques Lake is just prime. I've definitely seen them out there before, and if you don't see them, you might hear them splashing in the water at night. I've heard that before too. Now, that mountain behind me there, pretty sure that's Sirdar, which is the highest peak in the Collin Range. And a few years ago on my birthday, I went and scrambled up that. It was pretty cool. And I ran into a grizzly right around here on this trail. And he was just feeding on the side of the trail. And then he saw me and I just waved and yo bear. And he kept going, but he was going the way I was going. So I'm like, oh, great. But instead of yelling and screaming and trying to chase him off the trail or anything stupid like that, I just gave him the space and let him keep walking. I kept walking behind him. Good 100 meters or more. But yeah, we walked together on the trail for about half a kilometer. And every time he'd go over a little hill and disappear, I'd kind of give him, wait a minute and then keep going. And there he was down the trail. At some point, he just probably walked into the woods and let me pass, but no need to freak out and yell and scream when you see them, or, just let them do their thing and give them their space. That's my advice. But yeah, that was good. Good scramble up that mountain. I think I got a couple of old clips from that. I might have to maybe I'll make a little video. Anyways, little snacky snack and keep on trucking. All right, so we're at Summit Lakes here. Got 8K to Jacques. Grizzly 20 kilometers you can no longer access. But we're not going to take the trail. We'll just keep walking down here. Go around the lake. Take a little break. Four kilometers in, 8 to go. So that peak there, that is Mount Sirdar, or Sirdar Mountain, the highest peak in the Collin Range, the one I summited a few years ago. And yeah, Summit Lakes. So the cool thing is, there's 2 lakes here, and it's basically a divide. So one lake, the water flows one way and the other flows the other way. So that's why they call it Summit Lakes. And then behind we got the Queen Elizabeth Range, which goes down to Maligne Lake. Your typical limestone slabs that you'll see throughout the eastern ranges of the Rockies, all the way down to Banff and Kananaskis. Yeah, this is a really nice area here. So we'll find a nice spot and have a little break. There we go. Some good sized moose tracks there. Some smaller ones, so mama with a calf, most likely. Cool. Lots of moose out here. Let's see if we can find a bear track. Oh, this is nice. Little breeze, beautiful sun. Yeah, it's hot, but I do not mind. I may actually finally get a tan for once. It's been a while. Soaking up that vitamin D. So nice. Oh. Just gonna take my time today. It's 12:30 now, so we're right in the heat of the day. So I'm just gonna take it nice and slow. No big rush. Sun's up till 10:30. Just enjoy the hike in as well as the camp tonight, but yeah, no big hurry today. Just coming up on the second Summit Lake here. A little more water in this one. Beauty. She's a beauty. Up and over. Nice. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous or what? And that's why I chose to come here this weekend. Can't beat that, right? Nice forest in through here. So first part of the trail, you're kind of heading in a southerly direction, and then eventually it turns eastward towards Jaques Lake, and just being tucked in between the mountains, get a bit more shade, so get this old growth spruce in here. It's quite nice, quite lush. I love these little ferns here, pretty pretty. Lots of flowers too, so a little more shade. This is a perfect trail for this kind of temperature, because this is pretty much how it is the whole way. Nice and flat, no big hills to climb, just well, roots to trip over, but that's about it. So yeah, good choice for this weekend. That is a big pile of bear poop. That ain't no black bear. So if you're wondering to see how old it is, it looks pretty fresh in there, but lots of little bugs running through there. So it's been there a few days for sure. But that's good, good big poop. Lots of that on the trail today. Pretty sweet. It's the end of the Queen Elizabeth Range there, southern end. We're about 3K from the lake or so. Another 40 minutes. Stay, no bugs yet. Alright, so yeah, we're about 2.5 kilometers from Jaques Lake to the campground. A nice new bridge here, built by Flying Trail Crew this year, FTC 24. Nice bridge. So if you're gonna go up Sirdar Mountain, this is where I started, on the other side of this bridge, and then basically bushwhacking up that for a long ways. A lot of uphill and a lot of bushwhacking. But I just ran into, hold on, let me get across here. Okay, so I just ran into 4 people coming out of the lake, and there's nobody else out there at this moment. There's definitely people coming up today, but little situation here. It was I asked them, oh, did you see any moose? And they're like, yeah, we saw 2 last night, and did a grizzly at the camp here. So, and he was over by the food lockers, and he was standing up and not leaving. So he anywhere between here and the lake right now. So yeah, I got to be really cautious here for the next couple of kilometers. That's quite interesting. So we could have a little situation coming up with the bear. So we'll definitely play it safe here. I got my bear spray at the ready. So, all right, let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm at the lake, just heading to the other end where the campground is, and being very aware, knowing that there is a bear around and that the campground is currently empty. So again, situational awareness, keep your eye on the trail, make lots of noise. Once you say coming up to a corner or something and you're losing the line of sight, just give a shout or make whatever noise you do. I've been keeping an eye out for tracks, haven't seen any. Lots of poop. Perhaps that poop I saw back there was a little fresher than I thought. The fact that this bear was kind of standing its ground to 4 people, that's not the best sign, but he could just be not giving a shit, because that's what grizzlies do sometimes. They had saw him out by on the other side of the creek by the cabin, and he was over by the bear lockers, which isn't a good sign either. So now with an empty campground, is he coming around and snooping? We'll find out soon enough. So yeah, check the poop, freshness, bear tracks, direction of the wind, making noise, line of sight, all key factors of situational awareness. And if you keep paying attention to those things, hopefully you can lessen the chances of an encounter. But there's no guarantees. So, we'll see what's coming up here in another 10 minutes or so. Alright. Well, at least I get my pick of the camp tonight. Welcome to Jaques Lake. Now, let's go see what's up. Okay, so we got a grizzly here. Raiding camp. And he ain't going anywhere. He knows I'm here. He's fucking big. Yo, bear. Nice. Doesn't seem to care. He's feeding. Right now I'm about 40 meters away. I got the camera zoomed in here. But he's right over by the tent sites. And he's just chomping away there. Like I said, I got my pepper spray out. I have my safety off. He knows damn well I'm here. He's not showing aggression. He's just eating. So I'm not really sure what to do at this point because he's not leaving. But man, is he chomping down. He is absolutely gorgeous. And he's huge. Hey, bud. You know I'm here. You don't care, do you? What am I gonna do here? Like, what are we doing here? Are we just gonna play this game all afternoon? You just stay away from me, okay, bud? I'll stay away from you. We're good. Woo! be honest, I'm not even shaking or anything, but oh man, what a fucking beauty. But I don't like this. At the same time, I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Yeah. God damn. That's a big bear. That's a big bear. Ooh. What are we doing here, bud? A face on him. Okay, shutting the camera off. I'm standing on top of the picnic table. I got my bear spray out. I got the safety off. The wind's not really in my favor. He's just chomping away. He just stood up there a second ago. He's gorgeous. But there's other people coming here and the trail's pretty close. I don't want to get him trapped between me and someone else. Pretty freaky when he's, oh god. Yo bear, come on now. I don't want him to get aggressive. I don't want to piss him off. This is a very interesting situation, and the first time I've ever experienced this, and I have no idea what to do, and I'm really worried about other people coming up at this point more than anything. Not really that worried about myself. I'll spray him if I have to. Come on, buddy. Okay, he's heading towards the trail. At some point he'll probably leave, but again, there's people coming. That worries me, but hopefully those other people gave him a heads up, so maybe they'll just turn around. Maybe it's just me and him out here. Okay, he's getting a little closer. I gotta back off. Okay, so there's a picnic table between us. He's walking away from the trail, which is good. If he didn't back down the 4 people, he ain't gonna give a shit about me. Right, bud? Right, bud? Just don't fucking charge me, okay? Okay, so he's literally like right there. I mean, he's being pretty passive. He's just chomping and pulling on stuff. He looks at me every once in a while. Like I said, I got my bear spray right handy here. I got the safety off. The wind's blowing across of me, so not super effective at this moment. But he's, like I said, he really does not care that I'm here. Like, he's just eating, but he's not going anywhere. He's not backing down. He's not. I just went and put my food in the locker there. Hey, buddy. pack is under the picnic table. Luckily I got my food in the locker already. I'm a little bit better where the wind direction is. So he has a better chance of smelling me, and I have a better chance of spraying him if he does get too close. But right now we're about 20 meters apart, and my back is to the lake. I'm not really sure what to do here, but I might try and get over. This is fucking surreal. I mean, okay, I gotta. Buddy. Okay, so now he's in the lake. He just walked past my pack and didn't pay any attention to it, which is good. He's away from the trail, so anyone coming not gonna get in trouble. Oh, that's gotta feel good in the water on a hot day. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at him. Look at you. How good does that feel, huh? Oh yeah, scratch. Big scratch. So I'm in a good wind direction right now as well. He honestly is just chill, to be honest. Like super, super chill. Okay, he's coming in the water again. Oh, what are we gonna do, bud? Fuck. Come on. You need to go. Are you gonna go now? You gonna go? You go have a nap in the woods, man. It's hot. Okay, so this is probably the most incredible bear encounter I've ever had. That is for sure. Oh, you know, he's rubbing against the tree. Oh, yeah. That feel good? This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible, but it's intense. Very, very intense. Don't. Hey! Get away from that. Get away from that. Don't. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You're a good boy. I really don't want to spray you, my friend. Okay. Okay, you keep going up there. You're such a good boy. Oh, bugs ain't too bad. That's good. Oh. Alright, well, I guess we're hanging out. I'm gonna hang out with this guy. He ain't going nowhere. And I ain't spraying him unless I really have to. I just, like I said, I worry about other people coming up here at the moment. That's all. Man, it was so cool when he stood up. I don't know. Maybe he's a little younger, so there's definitely not much fear in him. Well, this is a new video to make on what to do, because this is a situation. This bear does not really want to go anywhere. He's hanging around, he's eating, he's not really showing aggression. He did stand up a couple of times. Let's just get a view of where I was, catch a smell. I really don't want to spray him if I don't have to. He's not coming, he's not showing aggression, he's no chomping of the jaws, no ears flat, none of that. He knows I'm damn well here. He walked right past me. The only problem is he got a little close to the table in my pack and stuff, so. And when I shouted that at that point, he did kind of turn and walk away, so. At this moment, we're just hanging out together, and there's really not much I can do at this point. I mean, I just gotta let him do his thing and keep our distance. Very, very important to keep the direction of the wind, so he can keep smelling you, and of course, if I have to spray him, I'm not gonna get it, right? And I don't really want to have to do that. But I want to definitely keep an eye on him, so I don't want to get too far away either. I mean, geez, from this distance, he could run me down pretty quick. But there he is. Just having a good afternoon feed, that's all. He'll probably leave when he's done. I mean, he's got to eat. He's got to fatten up for the winter. I really don't want to have to interrupt him. I don't want to spray him, man. I really don't. I don't want him to force me to, but I will if I don't have a choice. But I'll tolerate him as long as I can. As long as he'll tolerate me, Oh, big scratch. Oh, big scratch. What's going on, Big Bear, eh? What a big bear. You're the big bear. I'm not gonna yell at him either. I don't wanna piss him off, right? He's eating. I don't wanna disturb him. But I just wanna keep talking. Just keep him calm. God, he's beautiful. Of course, I got a tree here. We're pretty close, about 15 meters. Just worried about anybody else coming up. I don't want them freaking them out either. And I don't want them to be aggressive. Like, I hope they can react the same way I do. And we could all just stand together. Safety in numbers, so I just want to keep an eye out, make sure I can warn anybody coming here, because the trail's right there and he's right there. So if they come on this way, he's got an exit up through the tent sites, but you know, I don't want him stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, yeah, keep going up that way. That's good. That's good. Look how well camouflaged they are, eh? See, I'll zoom in here. There he is. Alright, we got a bit more distance here. I just hope he doesn't come around tonight. Just good feeding here. Lots of grass, lots of dandelions. They love dandelions. I mean, what am I supposed to do? It's his turf. Spraying him is the very last resort, and so far we've had a very good encounter, and he has given us some space, so I think we're all right. Oh, wow, that was intense. He's still here, but he's out of sight. He's over up that way by the tent sites, so he's still around, but I don't see him, so that was incredible, guys. That was incredible. Incredible. The thing is, if he's been around, he might come back. But there's some firewood here, so once I feel comfortable enough, I'm going to get a fire going. At least now he's away from the trail, so if anyone comes up, they're not going to startle him. But seeing him stand up like that and go in the water and scratch on the trees, and wow. That's a once in a lifetime encounter like that. I had one walk up to me at Big Bend, but he just left. This guy just hung around for, God, it's almost been 45 minutes or so at least. But he's still up there somewhere. I ain't setting up no tent till he's gone. I'm hungry. I want to eat. Okay, well, we'll chill out. Alright, well, Mr. Bear seems to be gone for now. Some more people showed up. Apparently, well, there's 2 dogs right now. There's gonna be 4 dogs as well. So not too concerned. But yeah, he seems to be gone at this point. So took site number 1. Right down by the lake. Nice spot. That was awesome. Need one of these. For the homies. Alright, so just had dinner. Heading down over to the Warden cabin on the other side of the creek here. Outlet of the lake. Oh my, what a day. On the sketchy McBridge here. Hey, check this out. Pretty sweet. And we'll turn this way. And there's Jaques Lake. Beauty. Okay, so on the other side of this bridge is Warden cabin. That's used by the Alpine Club in the winter. I'm gonna hopefully be able to get across this. Hold on. Yeah. Pretty sweet place. I was lucky to spend the night here when it first opened by myself. It's in, if you go back on my videos, there's a video of that. Pretty nice in there, well done. But it's just winter use only. So in case the park wardens have to use it or whatever in the summer. Nice meadow here. Down to the lake. Pretty wet down in there though. Oh, I got a mosquito sucking my blood. Go for it, buddy. Yeah. Pretty nice. Alright. Just heading back to camp there. Nice family. So I just got a fire going there and yeah, just gonna enjoy the evening. There's supposed to be a couple other people coming, but they might have heard about that bear from the first folks there heading out and turn around. Who knows? I don't know. he was still here, I'd probably still just be hanging out with him. Moose is still there. Man, what a day. What a day. That's another moose over there. So that's two. Two moose and a bear. Can't quite see that guy, but you can hear him splashing. That dark shape in the middle, that's a moose. That moose is in the water there. So big. Oh my goodness, what a day. I guess it was a good thing I ran into the 4 young folks there. Let me know there was a bear here, because I was a little more well prepared, you know, expecting kind of to see him, so it wasn't a shocker when he was just sitting there in camp. But yeah, it was almost an hour we were hanging out together. Unbelievable. And we're just chilling by the fire. I don't know where the moose are now, but so yeah, grizzly bear, 2 moose, good company, perfect weather. Can't ask for anything better. Alright, well, we'll see you in the morning. Batteries are running out, so till tomorrow. Check this out. Mama and a calf. Right here. Are you kidding me? Oh man. Well, morning, just after 8. I was up at about 5, but went back to sleep. Those moose were still here this morning. But yeah, the sun just rose over the mountains here, so a little dewy this morning, so I'm gonna let everything dry out, have a couple of coffees, and have some snacks, and head on out on this National Geographic weekend. Oh, it's gonna be another beautiful day. Check this out. Alright, so just after 9, getting ready to leave. Might as well before Mr. Bear comes back, and he's not as accepting as he was yesterday, but what a memorable trip. Holy, I've had some memorable trips out to this lake, but this one takes the cake. It was the craziest bear encounter I've ever had. One for the books. So it's starting to warm up now, and it's another beautiful day. Blue skies, not a cloud. Be a nice hike out. But always a memorable trip. Alright, well, time to hit the road. Jaques Lake, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bear. Thank you, Moose. Let's go. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Beauty day. Almost don't want to leave, but gotta get home. Well, back at Summit Lakes here. Another perfect day. Weather. So nice. What a trip. Yeah, I'm making pretty good time on the way out here today, so just another hour and a half. I'll be back at Snow White. Oh, what a perfect trip. Ran into a couple other groups heading in there and just gave them the rundown on chances that there might be a bear coming around, and I just told them, like, don't worry, he's not aggressive, but he's bold, I guess, but just keep your respectful distance and everything will be all right.